Hello everybody, this is Walrus McFish Sr., and we are back with another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Yeah, it's early in the morning, but I don't actually have to go to work for a few hours, so I guess that means we could record a little bit of Dungeon Crawl instead. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, some days I have to go to work later than others, but my biological clock doesn't understand that, of course, so I still end up waking up at 7 in the morning, and, that's fine. It's sort of nice to have a little bit of time to yourself at the beginning of the day, just to sort of get yourself prepared, in the right mental state and everything like that. So I thought, let's do a little bit of early morning dungeon crawl. That'd be fun. Because last time we had a great episode. It was a little choppy when I looked at the recording, so I hope this one's a little bit better. Here, I don't know if I can tell exactly how choppy it is, but if I move over here, certainly that does seem to work at least. So hopefully it's not that bad. But anyway, as I was saying, we had a great episode. We found this amazing new longbow, which is the bow Krishna Sharanga. So that solves a lot of our problems. We have a much better ranged weapon, and also see invisible, which we were looking for. And 215 hours worth of ammo, so we don't have much to worry about there. We'll only find more as we go, I'm sure. So yeah, we were doing really well. We also found the gloves of war, the gauntlets of war. For a bargain, it was a steal. So the Orcish Mines was really kind to us this game. We found all the stuff we were looking for. And yeah, so I guess we're feeling really happy about that. Let's drop off some of the stuff that we don't really need anymore. Like, I don't know. Dimensions, magic mapping out of 5 here. Yeah. Like this restore abilities we can drop. And that's probably fine. Yeah, we still got 10 slots open. So I think we're happy about that. So now we have a really excellent set of weapons. Our armor is not too bad. We've got that neat chainmail and the gauntlets of war and centaur barding. So we're really happy about that. A reasonable mutation set. My R Fire Plus, I only have that, because I'm not wielding that glaive anymore. Interesting. So, yeah, we really need to figure out a better ring to wear than a ring of ice, certainly. But it doesn't look like we have anything better yet. So, we'll just sort of roll with it for now. I was also thinking maybe we want to get our dodging up a little bit more. I mean, I know I do want to get my armor up, too, in order to make that chainmail a little bit more wearable. But I think that training dodging will just get our EV up higher, too. That's the primary attribute for EV. So yeah, let's do that, and we can focus polearms for a little bit longer. I do want to get better with that glaive, but now my bow skill is excellent. I've got the +3 aptitude for that, so that'll continue to get better. We'll continue to train that. Invocations is still fine. All right, I guess we're good to go. So let's just keep going down to the bottom of the dungeon. I think that was the next order of business. Lava pits. Done exploring Dungeon 11, done exploring Dungeon 12. Okay, here's a bunch of guys, and the vaults. There you go, I was just wondering when we were going to find the vaults, so there it is. I'm tempted to try out my new bow, but these guys are pretty harmless. Let's just drag them upstairs and stair dance a little bit. We will use the new bow, trust me. We'll find an opportunity to use the bow. But just not right this second. Yeah, these guys go down so quick. Mostly because they're just standing around in thunderclouds and such. It's pretty inadvisable for them. There's Ogre Magi. Yeah, like here we go. Yep. So is that supposed to be what Vaults was attacking me with? Here comes a giant spore. We'll shoot it with a wand of some kind. Not really. Let's just shoot it with a crack shot arrow. But nope, I missed. And not an arrow of frost, please. There we go. See, I told you we'd have an opportunity to use our bow. Let's shoot down this hill giant. Nice. That seems to work reasonably well. Shoot down a Cyclops as well. Yeah, okay. I'm digging this bow. I mean, it's not like one-hit kill on these mega giants or anything, but it's not like they were hurting us either. Our defenses are reasonable. Here we have the ability to see invisible, so we can absolutely do that. Yeah, that's the other thing this bow is good for. That's a critical aspect we were missing. And apparently it came just in time. We're fighting invisible horrors, unseen horrors. That's pretty nasty. Although our clouds do help a little bit with our invisible perception, considering that, you know, things standing in clouds sort of are become outlines. We have some understanding of where they are based on the fact that they're hanging around in clouds. Ugly things are much more dangerous now, is my understanding. 8-headed Hydra. So we will absolutely get our bow out. Shoot him down. Nice. Do you see how... Yes! This longbow is an objective upgrade. I mean, obviously, we knew this. But, subjectively, it feels like an upgrade, too. It feels much better. We're killing things in much more efficient order than we were before. Curved smoking staff. Doesn't seem like my style. I mean, do you really want to, like, have a curved staff? Like, I feel like if I had a wizard staff, I'd want it to be relatively straight, so you could also sort of use it as a walking stick or something. Like, a curved staff would be really inefficient to lean on or walk around with. Or even slam satisfyingly into the ground. So I'm not convinced by that curved smoking staff. I mean, smoking is cool. Obviously, Kozal appreciates that bit. Here's a merfolk, which is probably a shape changer. But not necessarily. Okay, no. There we go. Yeah, it's just a merfolk area. A little merfolk den. That's kind of awesome. I think that's a new vault. I've never seen this before. Electric eel corpse. I mean, seriously. That's pretty hilarious. I guess this might be what was left of the shoals, perhaps, in this universe. It used to be a mighty ocean, but then over the ages it dried up. And now it's just one merfolk living in a little cove. One electric eel, but he had to kill it for food. 8-headed Hydra zombie. We can chop off his heads. 4, 3, 2, blast off. Komodo dragon ended up being kind of tricky, right? I think that's what happened to those Komodo dragons. I might have said this already, but they got rid of the sickness effect, I believe, at least for Komodo dragons, and so they must have made them hit harder to compensate. Now they're just a hard-hitting lizard monster, which is a little bit less interesting, maybe, but also the old Komodo dragons were not particularly interesting. Sickness was annoying. I mean, it was occasionally dangerous, especially with the ancient Zymes, and those things in the abyss. Okay, here's a jelly. Can we disintegrate it? That doesn't seem to make sense. Let's try to just hit it with this glaive, yeah. It only corroded us like one time out of a bunch of times that we hit it, so I don't think it's that likely. We'll have to be more careful if we go into the slime pits or something like that. And I might like to go into the slime pits to see how that is with the new corrosion. I think our character might be able to handle it. I was not confident in our character too long ago, but now we've got a bunch of good stuff going on. We've got those gauntlets, we've got the bow, the glaive is okay, the armor is okay. We'll probably find even better stuff soon. But especially the bow and the gauntlets, that's endgame quality loot. And I mean, we're a centaur. We're fast and we're powerful, and we're worshipping Kozal, who's amazing. Was that just one of my clouds that took that out? I think so. Well done, Kozal, blowing up spores. Kozal hates plant life, apparently. The plant and fungal kingdoms he just doesn't really appreciate. There's a big rune door over there. Obviously we're going to go break that down. Right? Let's get out our bow just in case. Jellies! Okay, so it's some kind of jelly vault. Let's shoot him down. Yep. Shoot all of them down. We can't fight the slime creatures, we have to take down the jellies. Any more jellies? That was it? So the slime creature is just a distraction. And we get a whole bunch of money. That's an awesome vault. The only reason I mean, I was able to do that because I've seen that vault before, or some variant on that vault, which is a hilarious vault. I mean, it's awesome. But the first time you see it, you don't exactly understand what's going on. It's like, what? A slime creature? I guess I should kill it. And jellies? And then it's like, oh no, the jellies are eating the gold. But then it's too late. Sorry about that. That was an alarm that I forgot to turn off. Nothing to be concerned with. I still have plenty of time before I even need to start getting ready for work. So, we still got plenty of time. But anyway, this time I was prepared for this vault, and yeah, took him out relatively efficiently with our ranged weapon, and got a bunch of gold as a result. So that's good, especially because we actually did want to save a little bit more gold. Maybe get that book of translocations. Would be really nice. Then we could learn blink. We could eventually learn stuff like phase shift. Might be really good for our character. You know, we could learn up some higher level translocations. Maybe if that's the one magical school we focus on, it'll be that. Because, you know, deep down every centaur really wants to be Nessos. Have you ever seen the character Nessos? I don't know if you've encountered him yet in one of our playthroughs, but Nessos is an annoying centaur. He's relatively heavily armored, and he blinks around everywhere and shoots you with arrows of poison fire or fiery poison or something. It's not fair. I mean, it's impossible for normal characters to be able to do that. But he's a pretty cool character, and he's tough to kill because he blinks away. You know, you can't take him down in melee range so easily because he'll just blink away from you. So being able to blink is a useful skill for a centaur, even if we can run pretty fast already. Anyway, that was Dungeon 13, really fun. We found the vault entrance, and it seems like the vaults might be a good place to go at some point in the near future. Also, we had that fun jelly vault. So let's keep going down. Bunch of ugly things, which are dangerous. Yeah, they're marked as yellow. So I think we're going to just drag them upstairs one at a time. Yeah, do you see that? He hit me for 20 damage. Alright, yeah, Kozlov protects us a little bit. Looks like there's still fungus we didn't clear out. There we go, now we got it. Alright. Whoa, a couple of these guys. Yeah, let's bring them upstairs. No sense in being stupid about this. They do hit harder, apparently. I'm seeing that now. And, I mean, I think that their freezing attack probably ignores AC, too, so... Yeah, again. I don't think I like that staircase very much. I was really hoping he would provide a nice snack. But he didn't, so let's just eat one of those meat rations. Perfect. We found a couple food shops, right? We don't have to worry about food. And plus we can carry around 80 bread rations at a time, so we don't have to worry about constantly managing our food. Which is kind of nice. You know, I've got mixed feelings about this version of the game, but I'm trying to appreciate it. You know, I mean, it's still fun. I mean, it's still good, and it's possible that any objections that I have to the new changes are just because I'm a stubborn old fool that won't accept the fact that, you know, carry weight should not exist in roguelikes. I don't know. It's possible. So I try to keep an open mind about these sorts of things. You know, I mean, I was skeptical about these changes, like removal of item destruction and removal of carry weight. But as I play the game, it's still fun. You know, we don't have to do as much. We don't have to run back to our stash as often, which is probably a good thing. Try on this, a ring of magical power. But we sort of did want that. Okay, that was resist mutation. That's a good one to have. Alright, we've got a bunch of good amulets at this point. We'll put on our ice again, and we'll put back on our Guardian Spirit. There is some nice synergy between Guardian Spirit and magical power, but it's not worth it by itself. If we end up using a lot more magic at some point, maybe, but we're barely using Kozlov's invocations. We're mostly in it for the clouds. Book of Callings. We could get some summonings, but to be honest, we sort of got our fill of that in our Tengu game, so I'm sort of done with summonings for this game, and also I feel like it would not work very well with our constant elemental fury everywhere, you know? I feel like our summons might get just caught in the lightning clouds and then get killed. So I don't think that Kozlov is exactly intended as a summoner god. If anything, Whoa. Okay. Let me finish my thought. If anything, we could try to use that elemental... What was the name of that ability? Elemental Force ability. Summon some elementals, and that would be what we would have in terms of conjurations. But more interestingly here, we have two Tengu Conjurers, which I sort of expected based on the Raven density here. But they're also Qs now? Alright, so that's interesting. Tengu are now capital Q. I'm not sure if there was a monster with that before. Okay. They both have these battle spheres, which is fine. Let's back away. These ravens are pretty quick, but they also have to fly through our clouds. Yeah, look, they're just dying. So that's pretty awesome. We can just run away from these things. We'll shoot them a couple times with our bow. Yeah, I think this definitely warrants using a bow, just because I'm not sure what these guys are capable of. I mean, Tengu in general can be nasty customers, and also I don't trust them now that they're changed to Qs. I hear a sizzling sound. Something happened. Oh, I think it collided with one of my clouds and canceled out. So that's neat. My clouds can actually provide protection against fire and ice attacks, I guess. A rune buckler is interesting prospect, but I think we're pretty set on no shield for now, especially if all we have is glaive. You know, we could theoretically use a buckler and the bow at the same time. It would slow us down a little bit, but if we work up our shields enough, that'd be fine. But I think our talent for shields is kind of bad anyway, so we're spreading our experience thin enough as it is. Maybe someday we'll find like a demon trident and we can use that in place of this, or something like that. Then we might consider using a buckler. If we get our skills high enough, it's basically negligible speed reduction. Although everybody's speed helps, you know, especially with a bow this nice. These guys we can tab. Let's just back off into here because we can. No reason to fight 8 yaks at once. Here come 2 or priests and a wraith. Let's use an upheaval on that. Nice. That upheaval was really effective. It covered the whole area. So I feel like as our invocations goes up, that is going to be a lot more consistent. We'll definitely shoot down this vampire because he's invisible. Of course, the clouds just kill everything indiscriminately. Can't hide from clouds. I think I just said crowds. As sort of a unintentional Japanese accent. Whoa, we got a lot of food. Wand of Disintegration. We already have one. Yeah, drop that though. 6-headed Hydra will certainly shoot down. It only takes like 3 arrows. Hey, get back here. This longbow is so nice. Yeah, this longbow is incredible. Bow of Krishna Shanga is totally going to carry us. And that makes me feel a lot better about going into the swamp as well. Alright, that hill giant was pretty tough. Maybe I should have kited him, or possibly, you know, used my bow. But we handled it. Like this guy, we'll shoot down with a bow. Maybe not. Maybe we want to charge him. Yeah, he'll summon a bunch of dudes, but if we try to just shoot him down, he might summon dudes that'll get in the way of our range of fire. Yes. Do we have any lame wands? Drop this extra wand of disintegration. Drop the rotting flesh. Alright, and by the way, we don't want any more wands of flame, frosts, magic darts, random effects, slowing. Yeah. Good. Troll. We can shoot him down, I guess. He's not very challenging, but he still hits pretty hard. Our EV made it up to 5. Oh, I see. So the Bow of Krishna boosts our EV up to 5 with the +3 dexterity. That's kind of cool. Want more pizza? Yeah, so we're probably going to want to drop some of this food, especially this rotting flesh. I probably should change my init settings so I automatically drop the rotting flesh. But great, we almost made it to the bottom of the dungeon. Centaur Warrior, yeah, we can handle that. Let's come up here like this. Yeah, you really want to get right up in melee range with a Centaur, otherwise they'll just keep shooting you with a bow. Yeah, he's got a longbow, so he would have found a longbow by now, and he might have been really happy about that, except we got something so superior. I guess we'll enchant up our Centaur barding, is the thing to do. You know, Centaur barding is not ideal for us. We are still extremely unstealthy, even while wearing it, and plus we shout occasionally. But maybe it's better than being extraordinarily unstealthy. Uncannily unstealthy. It's like you're so unstealthy, it's hard to believe. We make as much noise as a space shuttle, basically. That Aklob plant is a little obnoxious. Possibly I could shoot it down. Our RN++ is still really good. But I think, yeah, these guys can be pretty tricky. Maybe they got a buff or something. I'm finding that some of these creatures are more dangerous than I expect, or less dangerous than I expect. So I feel like there have just been generic balance tweaks going from 14 to 15 that I'm just not really aware of. So we're going to play it safe and use our bow. Besides, we're a hunter, right? That's what we do. Now that we have this amazing bow, I think it's to our advantage to use it. And you know, our glaive is venomous, so if we're not using it on living creatures, we're not exactly getting the full benefit. Fire Giant we will absolutely shoot down with our arrows, just to see how that works. I don't think we've seen a Fire Giant yet. They can be pretty tricky. Fire Giant almost dead, but he's trying to hide behind the smoke like a coward. Hey. Come on, then. There we go. That worked well enough. Is this an entrance? Yeah, this is to the depths. We're already at the bottom of D15 here. So our character is going pretty well. Nice. Shot the Kozlov. Bows up to 17. Invocations up to 12. Bunch of Karare. That's nice. We have 15 poison needles. Let's drop that. We can probably stop picking up needles pretty soon. Large tourmaline ring. We'll check it out. Plus 2 ring of intelligence. Nah, I still prefer the ring of ice for now. I mean, a ring of ice, we would much rather have like a ring of resist cold, because that would give us the cold resistance without the RF minus. But considering our RF is really good right now, we're willing to do it, just so we don't get super frozen by a white ugly thing. I mean, you saw that white ugly thing did do a number on us, even though you know, we had RC+, so that means we really need to be a little cautious. Here's an altar of Xam. We can switch to Xam, that makes sense, right? Model Dragon has got Sticky Flame. Oh, I had one shot with the arrow. Nice, check it out. The arrow hits the Model Dragon, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. So that tells you how awesome we are right now, between our +5 slaying and our +8 bow, and our reasonable bow skills, which are only improving with each passing moment. I mean, the only thing, I guess the only other thing I could ask for is like a nice +9 ring of slaying or something like that. Really, you know, double our power even again. And slaying does apply to those ranged attacks, I believe. It does not apply to magical attacks, so far as I know. At least not in the previous versions, but yeah, it does to the ranged attacks. So those gauntlets of war are loading up those arrows and firing those volleys with such deadliness, such warringness, that we are completely crushing our foes. Another sip of delicious iced tea, and we're ready to move on to somewhere else. I guess I was stalling because I don't exactly know where to go now. We could go to the Elven Halls. I feel like we could handle that reasonably well. We have magic resistance to spare. We have reasonably good options in terms of attack and defense. You know, the Elven Halls is pretty nasty. I bet we could handle the vaults, though. Based on what we were seeing, how well we could handle Centaur packs and even Giants and Ogre packs and things like that, I think let's go and see how the vaults does for us. It'll also boost up our ammo a lot. You know, I mean, between the vaults and the Elven Halls, I think we should have enough arrows to last us pretty much through the end of the game. So, I'm feeling the vaults more than the Elven Halls right now. So let's go and check it out. Hello, here's a Deep Elf Mage, which we just one-shotted. Maybe that's an indication that we could... Oh, I forgot! Man, okay, so here, look at me, Mr. Crawl Forgetful over here, Mr. Crawl Noob over here. I totally forgot we haven't done either of the lair branches. So, alright, that makes our choice a little bit more interesting. We still don't have poison resistance. But, yeah, so I think what that means is we really ought to go to the swamp. Alright, let's go back to our stash real quick. And then we'll check out the swamp, maybe try to get ourselves a rune. We could also definitely go to the Elven Halls. I think we could handle the Elven Halls at this point. But, not right now. In fact, yeah, I think we're ready to drop our needles. We'll stop picking up needles because that's just taking up space. And I mean, you know, needles are good, especially in the early game, but we have so many ranged options now by this point. You know, Kurare is good throughout the game, but we don't need it right now. We can drop, let's just eat that beef jerky. Wait, no. Yeah, eat this beef jerky on the ground, and then drop that one. And drop that. And drop amnesia, and this ring of intelligence. Teleport and teleport control might come in handy. Teleport control we're not really going to use for the time being. But, okay. Magical power we're not going to use. Yeah. Alright. Wands of digging, multiple wands of digging, multiple wands of disintegration. We just dropped pizza we can drop. Alright, and now we have 11 slots open. So we'll absolutely go and check out the swamp. I wonder if they've changed the lair branches at all. I mean, they made big changes to the swamp between point 13 and point 14. So, I'm curious to see if they've done anything with it. Alright, go to swamp, see what happens. Hopefully we find some poison resistance along the way. We still need another good ring slot, so if we found a ring of poison resistance, I'd wear it. Even better if it was some kind of artifact ring or amulet or something like that. That'd be brilliant. Let's see how we do in the swamp. Going down into the swamp. It's a fine place for a centaur. I mean, we're fast enough that we can run. We can't fly or swim or anything. You know, I mean, it would be better if we were merfolk, but we've got what we need to handle this place, I hope. You know, we can fight in shallow water without any real penalties. Let's try to shoot this guy down. Oh, he's flying. Well, okay, so this is pretty nasty. Let's go upstairs. That Spriggan Rider did not make me feel confident in my abilities. But we got him. Bog body we can just shoot down, I think. There we go. Unfortunately, we're going to have to be careful here with our ammo because we could just shoot it straight into the water and then it would not be recoverable. Some things here are going to be vulnerable to our poison, but not everything. It's Aizul. Alright, fortunately we have excellent magic resistance. I think he may have just tried to put us to sleep or something like that. Is he in deep water? No, I don't even know if he can go through deep water, but let's try to shoot him down. Yeah, he's still in shallow water though, we're okay. We're shooting him down. This is good. He's trying to shoot us, but he can't really. He can't really get at us, so we have a massive advantage. He could shoot poison arrow at us, it would probably hurt a lot without our poison resistance, but I'm not even sure if he's in range for that. Great. Took down CeHu with no difficulties. And all the arrows are here, basically. So we're good. We didn't have any books or anything, did we? No. We're still trying to save up that $900 or so to get to that book of spatial translocations, but we're pretty close to that. We could even learn like teleport other and stuff. Could be fun. We've got those rings of teleport and teleport controls, so we can be masters of translocations. Masters of the translocative arts. This is Frances, Duchess of Pandemonium. I didn't even notice what CeHu's title was. I'd have to go back and look in the video, I guess. But Duchess of Pandemonium, somehow that doesn't seem too threatening to me. Just Duchess of Pandemonium? You know. I don't know. Seems kind of like a lame title to me. I'm not impressed, Frances. And now watch, she'll kill us. But at least it makes it clear that she's a woman. Right? Duchess means woman. Summoning demons, but we basically took her down with like 5 arrows. And Rupert! Man, this is like unique central. Alright, we have pretty good magic resistance, so I think we don't have too much to worry about in terms of that. Although if we take off our glaive, it's a little bit worse. Yeah, it's only MR++. Rupert looks excited. Good for you, Rupert. We're going to try to shoot him down as best we can. He's going to go berserk at some point, possibly. Yeah, but he went down in like 3 hits. Alright, this bow is OP. Oh no, he's not dead. He's not dead at all. There we go. But still, we got this. Okay, very interesting. Alright, 3 reasonably powerful uniques, although we handled it without too much concern. Because we are hunters, and we're awesome. Spiny Frog is worth shooting a couple times. Let's wait till he gets out of the deep water. There we go. Alright, Swamp Dragon. Cannot be poisoned, probably, considering that's sort of their deal. What? I was poisoned by his poisonousness. I forgot he could do that. Oh dear. More poisoned. I gotta get out of here. I was hoping Kozlal might... Whoa! I gotta get out of this poison. I do have potions of curing, but not very many. Whoa, okay, I underestimated this dragon. I only have 1 blinking left. There's poison gas there. Well, let's see if I can just shoot 1 more arrow. I'm lethally poisoned. Yikes. Alright, so we gotta quaff curing. And then step out of the poison and then take him out. Good. Okay. That was really dangerous. I was not expecting poison to be that dangerous. So, they made some changes to poison in this game, in this version. So, I'm not sure if I understand exactly how it works, but we're going to have to make a more conscious effort not to get stuck in poison like that. It also leads me to believe that maybe we should make more of an effort to go learn Blink, considering that we could blink out of that situation. I mean, a blink might have been nice in that situation. We had to use 1 curing. I'm glad we didn't have to use our scroll of blinking, but we do only have 1 potion of curing left. So, we got some heal wounds, but it's hardly a substitute. We could also go learn cure poison. Oh, I forgot, those guys can confuse us. Might be worth wearing Amulet of Clarity. Alright. If we were to learn Cure Poison, how much investment would that take? 100% right now. I can hardly imagine that it's worth learning Poison Magic. I mean, it could be kind of cool to have a Venom Mage of Kozlov, because it's like, Kozlov does everything else, and then you provide the poison, and I mean, that's about as destructive as you can get. Similarly, a Necromancer of Kozlov, you know, you provide the negative energy, and he does all the elemental business. Could be really interesting, but I don't think it's worth learning all that poison magic for right now. We're just going to have to be careful, and hopefully we'll find a ring of poison resistance. I mean, did we find poison resistance? Or resist poison? I forget what it's called. Just search for poison. Our poise. Well, of course the cursed gold dragon armor gives it to us, but that's not what we want. Alright. Well, let's just be careful. Very careful. We'll do our absolute best to run away and shoot stuff like this swamp drake. Multiple swamp drakes, we'll shoot them from a distance. This is absolutely appropriate. We don't want to get anywhere near these guys. Reach level 16. I'd rather not lose those arrows. Whoops. Yeah. Alright. So it might be worth wearing clarity in here. We lose out on that good extra 30 HP, basically. But it's worth it not to get confused. Like, look, yeah, here. 2 swamp drakes, we would have been confused right now. And, you know, that's just not pleasant. Being confused is not fun. It's especially bad in the swamp because you can't even really move. You can't even attempt to stumble around and attack your foes because of all the deep water everywhere. Okay. So at least clarity will help. Poison resistance would be even better because poison resistance also cancels out Mephitic Cloud. So it's sort of like pseudo clarity. Okay, I'm poisoned. There's freezing vapor here, so let's do that. Stand in my own cloud, get out the bow. The bow is probably my best option. I don't want to get trampled back in here, but I did anyway. Okay, let's take this guy out. Let's not stand in this anymore. That's just a baby alligator. Alright, good. Kill these guys. Yes! Okay, good. We have lots of arrows. We didn't get that poisoned. Alright, so long as we don't play it dumb, we can take out a swamp dragon. I hope we don't end up with like that big swamp dragon vault at the bottom of Swamp 5. Although now that I've said it, of course we will see it. I'd much rather fight the Lernaean Hydra or something like that. Or there's a couple other rare swamp vaults that I really like a lot that I've seen. There's one that's sort of like a bunch of abyssal, you know, crazy demons. There's one with a lot of like oozes and corruption. There's one that's like a bunch of simulacra, all icy and everything. So yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll be something totally new. It does seem like they've added a bunch of vaults. Possibly. I mean, some of these vaults I don't think I've seen before. We've got poisoned arrows now. So we do have special arrow ammunition which we can use. Yeah, poisoned arrows make me feel even better about not having our blowgun anymore. We might not even need the poison arrows, to be honest. Alright, here's a jelly. Let's not get corroded. Oh. Yikes. Alright, this looks like a corrosion-themed vault. It's worth using a few arrows on this. We're running away. Where's the nearest way up? Whoops. Up there? Okay, well. Let's not back off too far, because we don't want to back off into stuff we don't really know about. Stupid brown ugly things. Oh, it's a brown very ugly thing. Even worse. I repair my equipment. But I get the feeling this brown ugly thing is going to have other things to say about that. Let's put on my corrosion. Yeah, we got corroded anyway. But we might have gotten much more badly corroded. Oh, whoops! So here's a Hydra. We've got to take that out. Hydra, our AC is good enough that Hydras don't really throw us for too much of a loop anymore. Like here, I think I can just shoot him rather than running away. Yeah. We killed him anyway, but even if he had bitten us, I don't think it would have done that much. We've got to yeah, let's just wear resist corrosion, and we're okay, I think. Round, very ugly thing I'd rather shoot with arrows. And yeah, if we kite him a little bit, he has to run through our stuff. I'm pretty sure ugly things can be poisoned though, right? Except for the green ones. So, it would have been reasonable to use the glaive and run away. So what is that? Is that just like mini corrosion vault? That might have not have even been a vault. That just might have been a coincidence that we ran into several corrosion related. We ran into several jellies and a yellow ugly thing at the same time. Although it doesn't seem like a coincidence. It seems deliberate. A human skeleton and nothing else, just a cave up here. Alright, so somebody tried to survive in the swamps. Wasn't so lucky. Didn't really leave us much of anything. I appreciate the flavor of the vault, but there's no loot. Okay, good. A little bit of worm flesh for dinner. That's good. Alright. Explore it all around. Vampire mosquitoes. Alright, so vampire mosquitoes do exist, but they're green now. They're green-wise, whereas before they were brown, which is now seems to be for killer bees. Also, maybe they're more swamp exclusive. I don't think we saw any of them in the dungeon or the lair. So maybe they got sort of tweaked a little bit. Maybe they're a little bit more dangerous, but they're only found in the swamp or something like that. We can't reach some places, like where? Weird water areas or forest areas? I don't even know. Possibly in here? I don't know. I mean, it seems like we should have been able to get there. You don't know how to get there? What? What do you mean you don't know how to get there? Go here? Why don't you know how to get there? Can you go here? Oh, I'd have to fly in there. It's deep water. Whatever, not worth it. Bunch of ravens. But I'm not sure if that means there's Tengu here. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if there was Tengu here, but... Oh, whoops, we don't have our clarity on anymore. Let's put that on right now. Swampworm, giant leech can come upstairs with us. That's pretty cool, I guess. Good, we're getting our ammo back. Let's try to do that consistently. We have a pretty good ammo supply. We're up to 250 arrows. I mean, that's pretty nice. Oh, we'll just shoot this alligator, I guess. They are pretty dangerous. The alligators do hit pretty hard. Rune glaive, but it can't be anywhere near as good as our glaive. Our glaive is top-notch. Well, not exactly, but Raven just died, I think, because it flew into a lightning bolt or something. Not advisable for birds. Shoot this Hydra down while he struggles to navigate his way through our maze of clouds. Bogbody threw some sort of frost attack at us, I think. That seems to be what they do. And, you know, our cold resistance is... RC is ++ at this point? When did that happen exactly? Oh, that's just Kozlov. I get it. Kozlov is being cool. Thanks, Kozlov. Great. Vampire mosquitoes, take them down as quickly as possible. These guys we can just tab, I bet. Yep. Bogbody corpses are not delicious. A Book of Minor Magic. So we can learn Blink right now. Okay, well, fine. Now memorize it. Yes. Anything else we wanted in here? Nah. Just leave it down here in the swamp so somebody else can find it and memorize Blink. And, yeah, obviously it's not very good. So let's just get our translocation. Our translocation is not bad. It's only -1 aptitude, so let's train that up a little bit. Anything else we can turn off for right now? Our armor can definitely go less. It's at 10 now, so that's good. Some other things I'd like to train. I think our pole arms... Well, we do sort of want to keep that focused. Let's just work up our translocations a little bit too. Our invocations we do want to keep getting up. I mean, it's pretty awesome to have our epic Kazal abilities when we need them. We are wearing clarity, right? Yeah. So let's just do it like that. I mean, our translocations is not a priority. We're not expecting to get controlled blink or anything like that, although that would be a great end game pickup for us. You know, the ability to control blink where we want. We have a ring of teleport control though, so that might be good enough. Actually, that could be a good option for us if we don't find a better ring. Ring of See Invisible. We don't even need that though. We've got our bow. We'll drop that when we get a chance. I mean, Scroll of Enchant Weapon is not really useful for us. Let's just drop that. I don't need them. Take down this Hydra as such. Take down this giant leech as such. Vampire mosquitoes do not seem to be posing a threat. I'm not sure if they got buffed. It's possible they got nerfed. Or maybe my character is just capable of dealing with them at this point. So, I don't know. I need more data points before I can make that judgment. Alright. 245 arrows. Yeah, we're not gaining any arrows in the swamp. I mean, we're slowly losing arrows, but I was at 250 last floor, so I feel like that's an acceptable rate of usage for my arrows. We're being relatively conservative with them, at least. Recycling and such, you know? Slime creature. Where are they? Don't even see them. There they are. Stupid slime creatures. Alright, they do hit hard enough, but who cares? Right? Who cares about slime creatures? It would be nice if our EV was high enough that we had a chance at dodging them. Great. That's Swamp 3. Yeah, we could go back to our stash, I guess, if we wanted to. If I could just learn Blink, that'd be nice. I mean, my translocation is up to 1.4. My spell casting is also at nothing. And I am wearing relatively heavy armor. My intelligence is only 10. So, we don't have good spellcasting aspirations in this game. But we never did. Whoa, Alligator Central. That was kind of a... Oh, hello. Why don't you come over here and just die to my clouds? Spriggan Druid. Oh man, where did these guys come from? Alright, so you absolutely need to die. That's the most important thing. Good. Now you can die because you're close to me. These guys are just regular Spriggans. They can get tabbed down with my glaive. Good. We get a nice Spriggan snack. Didn't even lose any arrows in that encounter. That was interesting. Alright, just a random Spriggan spawn. I guess let's keep going down to this staircase because, why not? Okay, that's why not, I guess. Killed a baby alligator just by accident. Without even doing anything. That's kind of nice. He's got a glowing spear. But we also have a venomous polearm, so let's have a venomous polearm fight. Whoa, okay. Killed the Spriggan there. There's a yellow wasp just sitting there. Fine. Shambling Mangrove is now an F. Alright, so yeah, it does seem like all of the hostile plants are now Fs. Shoot the mangrove. We got rooted down. Hopefully that doesn't take too much. There we go. Alright, we lost a few arrows there. But I don't even know. I don't trust things when they change symbols. We could just keep going down this stairs. I know there's blink frogs, but we got this. Yeah, and we get a little food. Kill the blink frog. Those are wisps. They took away regular or vapors, right? I don't think that vapors exist anymore. Thorn hunters do exist, though. Let's use our bow. These guys are kind of nasty, I think. We do have repel missiles, which helps a lot. Shadow. We can't see, so let's use our bow. Fine. Fine. Hopefully we can get the decaying rune and then call it a day here. Then I probably will have to get ready for work relatively soon. Swamp dragon again, okay. So we don't like that. We got poisons. Yeah. To be expected. We'll get out the bow. We'll lead this guy upstairs. We'll start shooting him down. Whoops, okay, so we need to get out of this poison. Dang, alright. Some deep water. Sparse dust, if I can... That's deep water, though, too. Ugh. I wish I could fly. I can fly. I only have one potion of curing. What's my blink chance? 99%. Great. Let's use a fan of gales. That's an incredible idea. Alright, good. That's such a good idea. Always check your stuff. Because, man, I just blew all those clouds away. And there's poison gas here still, but we got this. We got those elementals. Oh, yeah, that's another way you can form elementals, huh? Is with the elemental evocables. I destroy my air elemental. Yeah, okay, so Kozlov, as I predicted, is not very summon friendly, even to other elementals. You'd think that the air elemental might stand a chance. He could at least survive the lightning clouds and stuff, but nope. Okay, I would have thought that was rotting by now, but it's not. That's great. Get to eat a frog meal. Shambling Mangrove we'll take out with the arrows as he shambles along. Wasps, angry insects surge out from beneath the Shambling Mangrove's foliage. Well, that's something. Red wasp is dangerous because they can paralyze you. Fortunately, it didn't. Alright. Green ugly thing. Can't get poisoned, so we'll use the bow. This is cool. Alright. Swamp 4 is going reasonably well. Able to do that stair dancing game. For the most part. Shoot down those guys because we can. Take out that. Take out this. Chainmail still is preventing me from hitting some things, so our armor skill is not exactly where it needs to be. Our strength is plenty high for chainmail, I think. They didn't change. The encumbrance is still 15, I believe, right? Yeah. So, I mean, our strength should be fine. We're still wearing clarity. Good. Kill those guys together. That's good. kill all those guys. Alright. So we did probably lose a number of arrows in that encounter. Yeah, we lost like 20 arrows, maybe 15 arrows. Which could be worse. Could be way worse. You know, the swamp is not a place we're expecting to gain arrows. We'll get plenty of that in the vaults and stuff. It would be great to find poison resistance just in time for the snake pit, though. Because as we're seeing, poison resistance is actually a concern for our character. We only have one potion of curing. We have come close to being lethally poisoned a number of times in this playthrough, and it would be a shame to throw it all away at this point. Because of something like poison. So, we'll see. Hopefully we'll find it. We could also check out the Elven Halls, because there are often stores there. Lots of stores. Possibly they've got poison resistance for sale in some way, shape, or form. The other possibility is we just use our bow and run away from the snakes because they're all super slow, and just shoot them with arrows. The disadvantage to that plan being, well, they can spit poison at you, and they know poison arrow themselves. But you know, it's not a terrible plan. We can also save our money a little bit, considering that now we learned Blink, so we don't need to go pick up that book of spatial translocations right away. In fact, it would be kind of silly too, considering we can't even cast Blink, which is like spell number 1. We could learn Apportation, perhaps, but we don't need that right now. Apportation is more of a late game pickup for doing stuff like grabbing runes and moving the Orb of Zot and stuff like that. So, Swamp 4 complete. Let's go and check out Swamp 5 and call it a day. Call it a video at least. I'll probably be back after work, but yeah, I guess we're ready to go down to Swamp 5 and see what it has in store for us. Hopefully stuff will just come to our location. Seems like we are in a relatively central location here, so let's just give it a minute. I bet people will come. Kozlow's already making a scene here. Here's Hydras. So it could be, yeah, it could be the Lernaean Hydra. Or it could just be the big Hydra nest, or it could be the Swamp Dragons. Whoops, okay. How is that Swamp Dragon already so injured? Well, this is an unfortunate place to fight a Swamp Dragon. So we're backing off. Yep. We could do Fan of Gale. No, we can't do Fan of Gales again. Just got to take him out before he catches his breath. Oh no. Okay. Now we back off because we're badly poisoned. What is up there that's killing all those guys? Are there like neutral clouds of some kind? You know, I mean, are there miasma clouds up there, or you know, freezing clouds or something like that? One has to wonder. Alright, spawns coming after us from somewhere. Very large slime creature. That's interesting. Enormous slime creature. That is dangerous. We'll shoot him a few times. He'll walk through our clouds a bunch. Just trying not to walk through the water because we don't want to get hit. Alright. Giant frog. Yeah, we're down to about 200 arrows, but I'm not concerned at all. We're not burning arrows. I mean, we're using our arrows appropriately. And we've got this glaive as a backup weapon. That's the thing about playing a hunter that I never exactly understand how to do. You know, I mean, you have to strike a balance between using your melee weapon and using your limited resources. And I never exactly quite got the hang of it. So, it's a good thing to practice. Alright, so let's keep going. How's my fan of Gales? Still inert. That fan of Gales really saved us before. And it would be nice to have recharged. Steam Dragon. So there's many dragons. Why are they all hurt? This is what I don't understand. Steam Dragon Hide is certainly nothing that we're going to care about anymore. We don't need Amnesia. Fire Dragon. So it's a bunch of different kinds of dragons. We gotta back out of here. There's a model dragon. Alright, using the bow. Blast of Flame hit us. We're blocked by steam. But here we go. Alright. Five-headed dragon, almost dead. Fire dragon is the most dangerous thing here, probably. Well, there's that swamp dragon, which we've seen is not anything to laugh at. We need to stay at a distance from the swamp dragon. Whoops. Okay. Our own clouds are also really helping us there. Like, the fact that there was freezing vapor there really saved us. Alright. Back off a little bit. Here's a six-headed Hydra. Okay, take him down. Great, alright, so a bunch of Hydras, a bunch of dragons so far. I'm not sure if I know exactly what vault this is. Blast of Flame is unfortunately creating a shroud of steam, which is blocking our ability to shoot him. Invocation is going up. Yeah, let's not forget about that. Lindworms are now also K's. So I guess K is the new lizard. K is like a minor reptile. Which is okay, I guess. Let's see if we can get him before he breathes at us. Yeah, we did. Good. So that was not ideal spot to fight a swamp dragon. Definitely some business up here. Standing in noxious fumes, but it's not affecting us. We got a bunch of arrows back. That's good. Eight-headed Hydra over here. Oh, okay. So it's this lava pit area. I have seen this one before. Just a bunch of... Oh, so there's just a fire. There's fire clouds. That's what caused them all to get hurt. Pretty dumb of them to fly through the fire clouds, or it's sort of a silly vault if they're able to get hurt by those things. Yikes, alright, I didn't want that to happen exactly. What is that? Is there deep water here? There's shallow water there. Alright, we should do that. More poisoned? Yikes. Okay, let's get out of here. Don't like all this poison. We just can't underestimate poison. A few turns in the poison and we are not looking so good. So we really can't spend more than like 3 turns in the poison. Ideally you get out in the first turn or 2. Alligator. Oh, we do have 11 scrolls of teleportation now. I'm not sure exactly when that happened, but that's good. Alright, at least we do have escape options. Now, more consistent than just putting on the Ring of Teleportation. Because I was a little worried about that for a while. We only had very few scrolls of teleportation for a while. I guess I've been collecting them without really noticing them. There's a fire elemental, okay. Doesn't seem to be dangerous. Just shoot him with that. There we go. There we go. Oh! We got the decaying rune. Whoops. I usually like to appreciate it. I usually like to slow down a little bit and, yeah, you know, I mean, you look at the colors and everything, but if you auto-export into it, what are you going to do? I get the feeling that might happen more than once to us, considering, well, with console, everybody in these vaults sort of rushes out to greet us in a little bit prematurely, so we might not get the proper climax when we actually do go to where we need to. But that's great. We got a rune. I had a feeling this character could do it relatively easily. Yes, Swamp 5 was not even a difficulty for us, really. So there we go. Alright, Decaying Rune of Zot. Feeling good. Let's keep exploring just in case there's any more goodies. Yeah. Man, good start. 1 rune. Alright, this character is a success. Any character that gets a rune is a success in my book. And I get the feeling we'll get a few more. As I said, I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure if I said it in this playthrough or in the troll playthrough, but considering the fact that we're worshiping Kozlal, I'm not sure if we have any aspirations to really get, like, all the runes. Because I don't know if I would feel comfortable going into Hell, necessarily, for example, with all of this elemental fury going on. You know, I mean, when it's, you know, dragons and stuff charging us, that's fine. But if it's fiends charging us from every angle, I'm not so convinced. And stealth is pretty important in places like Hell and Pandemonium. So we'll see. Maybe we could try Pan if we were bold. But Hell I'm not convinced about. We might just try to get a win. And I think we're capable of it. So maybe we'll just do that. Anyway, we're definitely going to call it here. Let's go back to our stash. And I think I did just talk myself through what the next course of action is. I think probably we will go to Elf. And first of all, we'll get a whole bunch of ammunition. Whole bunch of arrows. Which is nice, I guess. It'll be nice to have a proper stash of that. We sort of do already, but even more proper. Here comes the alligator. Reach level 17 right at the end, too. Okay. I'm all about that. Last bonus hound, and yeah, we can drop off some of our stuff. Rotten chunks, sliced pizza, other stuff, anything else worth dropping. Guardian Spirit, yeah, we don't need this Ring of See Invisible right now. We'll probably put our Guardian Spirit back on. Brilliance we don't really need. And there we go, our Fan of Gales is recharged. Let's put our Guardian Spirit back on as sort of our defaults. And there we go. Well, I guess that'll be it, because I need to sort of get myself ready and actually prepared for the day. But that was a lovely start to the day. Nice video, got ourselves a rune. I'm feeling refreshed, energized, ready to begin my proper day. So I hope you are too, at whatever time of day you're watching this. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.